Oh yes, check, check, mic check. Number one, number two, mic check, check it out. It's Rob G coming at you live with the podcast and the video. See, I don't know where to go. Hey, actually, this is not Rob G. This is Pogo Kiddo. Oh, no one knows. All right. Hey, what's up? This is Pogo Kiddo. Bam. Coming at you from the cave. And yeah. Here we are at the cave in the sky. The sky cave. I like that. Sky cave. Ooh, that's a good idea. Sky cave. God, that's a cool name. Sky cave. Yeah, and it's a happy Sunday morning to you. Happy Sunday morning to me. Happy Sunday morning to my kitties. Oh yeah. Praise creation. What a wonderful place this is. This life. What a wild experience. Wow, it's like the craziest movie ever. But only for me because I'm in a bubble. I'm lucky. I get to have this shield around me based on the way that light reflects off my skin pigments. What? That's not fair. That's utterly not fair. And yet there it is. So yeah, is creation equally great for everyone? Like, it's hard to appreciate it if you're in an unjust situation, but maybe you can still appreciate it, which makes it all the more beautiful. I don't know. I'm getting way out there today. Hey, good morning. Let's come back, right? I'm hanging out with the pigs, with the llamas. Yeah, let's take a ride on the wild side. Glowstone dust. Up. I haven't really made much progression with Grandmother's Station, and I don't really want to do that right now. I want to talk. So let's go down into my mind, where I will just talk and dig. Alright, so I have to get this out of the way real quick before I forget. I absolutely stand with Representative Omar, Ilhan Omar. I stand with Ilmar Ohan. She's getting harassed by the Nazis. Donald Trump is the one directing them. Like I said, right? Like I said he would. He has his cult of personality that he directs through illegitimate means. He doesn't have to go through. He doesn't have to use legitimate means of force via like the state, which he's kind of taken over. But he doesn't even need that now. He just goes direct to his mob, and that's pretty much what it is. It's like an online lynch mob that he directs, and it's echoed by. It's bullhorned by Fox Media, which is owned by Rupert Murdoch, an Australian. So some foreign-owned media is bullhorning some hate messages, like a hate mob, basically Donald's hate mob. At Ilhan Omar, and that's reprehensible. She's an elected representative. She was put there by the people. The people elected her. That's why she's there. The people chose her. Democratically. Democracy. Power with the people. Back once again. So, Donald is using something called stochastic terrorism. Stochastic terrorism is using a platform or a bullhorn to incite violence indirectly. So that you can't say that, oh yeah, I didn't directly tell someone to do it, but you said it in such a way that made it more likely to happen. The famous example, I think, is in Shakespeare. I don't, I'm not so, or maybe in history, in actual history. I'm not so good on this. I should have checked it out before I talked. But I didn't think I would talk about this. Like, I didn't think I'd bring this up, but this is a perfect example. All right, so hold on. Before I talk about that, stochastic terrorism, I want to go back to this. I defy the emerging framework of proper text messaging etiquette. Inspire the converging forces to cast aside mere happenstance expenditures of energy. Man, we're better than that. Focus attention on those things which appear to be dirty, clean, or fixed, because these things are tied directly to some sort of aspect which may fit into behavior or pattern. A demon or imp, a wayward spirit, a contradiction, or even a fit. Something unwanted housed within us, which must be eradicated or somehow dealt with a full Nelson double fist punch to the gut. Oh God! These tips are tucked under lungs just for fun. Exasperated, emaciated, asthmatic lungs hooked up to esophagus hoses and bronchial tubes. My uvulus fused to the back of my throat, but I groove. I proved it years ago. Improved it through the use of psychedelic drugs such as traveling, love, minority status in a Chinese bus, and just a smattering of the local economy, wandering through laundry lines filled with clothing that was probably made in a factory not far from where I was standing. Those kinds of trips don't end when finally I was standing at the foot of my own bend, my parents' house. I went paradigm with paradox. She was all the way in, past the locks and firewall programs, full access to root. Man, she was fantastic. A companion, a mystery, and a cause to reboot. So don't assume it's small talk when I walk and slam dunk incisions through armored joints. Guy Fawkes was short, a light, and fuse, but these rhymes stick and move to pin you down like an American centrifuge. Yeah, see, I didn't come in from the parking lot. They built this place around me. Beat by DJ Cheese. That guy is so smooth, so cool. Check this out. So he told me the story. I will get back to the stochastic terrorism. But let me tell you, let me praise my DJ real quick. DJ Cheese is like the coolest guy I've ever met. Man, wow, he's awesome. Let's see. He told me a story of like he told me this story where he and this crew were getting chased down by like a gang, and the dude stopped and turned around and bought the crew time to run away, and the gang beat this guy to death. And this is in Vancouver, Canada. Like, man, they felt so, like, the crew felt so well, so much honor, right? They write, like, every year they write new songs. I mean, look at this guy. He's amazing. Creation. You see? Creation. When you use creation, when you have the mind to use creation in a positive direction, yeah. See, this is the thing where I gotta rebound it. Okay, this is great. So keep that mind in thought. That guy, that crew makes new songs to praise this guy every year, and but let me go back first. Hold on. Okay, stochastic terrorism. Stochastic terrorism. So back in the day in England, there was this, I don't remember the details, but I remember the outline of the story. The outline of the story is this. There was a noble guy. Like, I don't know if he was king or was fighting to become king, but he was a noble guy. And maybe he was a king, and he wanted to marry. He was all lusty, I think, and he wanted some other woman, but he couldn't have her because he was already married. So he wanted to get married. He wanted to get a divorce. Right? He just wanted to divorce his wife so he can get this other wife or other woman. And like the bishop wouldn't let him or something. I forget what the deal was, and the guy knew he couldn't actually do anything because the guy was like part of the church. So the king can't act, or the nobles can't actually hurt the church, you know. But everyone around the king had a mob, a gang with him, right? They didn't care. So what he did is like, oh geez, will no one rid me of this meddlesome priest? Like, oh geez, what am I gonna do about this priest right here? What am I gonna do about this person? And then of course a bunch of guys who are like, oh, I want to be friends with the king, the next king, go and murder this. Everyone rushes to murder this guy because they want to curry favor with the soon-to-be king. It's all murderous, evil stuff. That's stochastic terrorism. That's what I'm talking about. That's what Donald Trump is doing. That's what Donald Trump is doing. Donald Trump is trying to get some crazy person to scare away or hurt Rep. Ilmar Ohan. Because Rep. Ilmar Ohan represents a threat to Donald Trump. Why? Well, Rep. Ilman Ohar is number 1 a woman, number 2 a minority, number 3 dark-skinned. All opposites. Probably number 4 virtuous, I'm sure. So she's the absolute antithesis of Donald Trump. So Donald Trump sees his enemy. She was elected democratically. Oh geez, Donald Trump. Oh man, so she beats you there. She won the popular vote. So Donald Trump hates her. So Donald Trump is saying to his mob, will no one rid me of this meddlesome priest? So everyone's freaking out. Because this is dumb. This is dumb. Because, like, yeah, Americans ought to know better. Americans do know better. We all know better. We all defend our democracy. And that's what makes us Americans. Wow, dude, that's why I'm here screaming my guts out. Gatsu. Okay, because America is beautiful. This place is beautiful. This is amazing. We were injected with foreign material. And it was a harsh transformation. But as we're coming out of it, we're going to be our own person, our own country. And we're going to be unique. And we already are unique. But when we realize our full potential, because right now we're holding back half of us. It's so inefficient. So when we finally gain our full potential, oh my goodness, we're not there yet. We're nowhere near. No, we're not done. You guys, no, don't believe it. No, don't believe it. We're not declining at all. Donald Trump is wrecking stuff, but he's also pointing out weaknesses in our system. A lot of our system is based on gentlemen's agreements, which don't mean nothing if you don't have any gentlemen in office or gentlewomen, right? Because maybe you need something a little more rational, like a little more like talk to a programmer. How about that? Because hackers, think of the Constitution. We need to fortify our government to resemble more like a computer program. And look for ways where they would infiltrate, where foreign governments could infiltrate and influence our government. Because that's what they're doing right now through Citizens United decision brought on by the Roberts Court, John Roberts, on him. All right. And then yeah, with all this dark money coming in, they got Donald Trump into office through the NRA. I mean, also with the NRA, by giving money to the NRA and laundering it through the NRA and then giving it to the GOP candidates to win. So those GOP candidates have an incentive to hide the Mueller report, or even not even hide the Mueller report, but hide anything, just stonewall everything, cover up, because they're all dirty. They're all dirty. Yeah, it's a big thing going down. It's a big thing happening. So Donald Trump is accelerating his fascist movings, breaking more and more and more laws, accelerating because no one's really stopping him. The Democrats are giving like warnings of warnings. They're trying to do things as legal as possible. I don't think you need to do that. I think you need to go much faster. And if a judge balks, you can easily point out a litany of endless prior abuses, which prompted expedient legal actions, such as issuing subpoenas. Like this warning of a warning of a warning. Just do it. Don't even ask them. Just do it. Throw them all out there. You wait too long. Like, time is against you. You don't get it. Alright, so Donald Trump is using stochastic terrorism to incite his mob to amplify hatred. Okay, let me back up, drop a level. I went to that Second Amendment rally in Salem, Oregon, holding my Donald is a traitor sign. And it was okay until one dude started hurling abuses, just didn't want to talk to me, just wanted to hurl abuses. And then that guy was joined by someone else. And then when both of those guys joined in, their hatred harmonized and amplified, right? It amplified each other. They amplified so that there were more than just one, 1 plus 1 is 2. It was 1 plus 1 is now 3. Because they amplify each other. They each become bigger. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. So if a third person would have jumped in, it would have been even more out of control. And that's how you get a hate ball rolling, like a lynch mob. And I might have died. I don't know. And people have died. Lots and lots of people have died to this. And it's totally just pure hate. It's all it is. There's no goodness. There's no God in that. There's no, Jehovah, no God of mercy, no Jesus, like, it's just pure hate. That's all it is. So it's amplified. It's easily amplified. And it multiplies. It's not just 1 plus 1. It's like 1 times, like, whatever. Not even times, because 1 times 1 is 1. No, but you know what I mean. I'm like, it amplifies. That's what I'm trying to say. Gravel. Okay, so Fox News takes this hate and amplifies it. It does that. That's what Fox News is doing. So when you take that, oh well, no one rid me of this meddlesome priest, Fox News takes that and amplifies it. And then platforms like such as Twitter also amplify it through sock puppets. I got tricked by it. So this battle cleric, this veteran battle cleric who's just going around bashing down the demons, was like, "Rah!" and he pointed out like all these like bah, 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 he smited all these targeted all these sock puppets. And I didn't know if they were sock puppets. I thought they were like real. I didn't know. So I'm like, oh, there's one, and I jump in, right, to like slay this beast. And I'm like, and then everyone else is like, and then I stop and I'm like, and I turn around and I look, and the smoke clears, and it's just like this guy. It's just like this cutout. So I'm like, damn. I blew all this stuff up on nothing. But there's all these cutouts. They're just speakers. All they're doing is speaking like propaganda. And there's no one behind them. They're all tied to one person or one company. Right? They're not an actual person. They're just a cutout meant to amplify and to make an illusion, to cast a mass illusion that there's a consensus. That, oh yeah, all these people back here are saying these violent things toward her. Maybe poke, one of you should do it. You know, that's what it is. That's stochastic terrorism. That's what Donald Trump is doing. He's trying to do that to push out Rep. Omar because, well, she's the opposite of what Trump is. She's Democratic, and she's a minority. She's a strong woman, and yeah, she's independent. Donald Trump. Mr. I'm owned by Russians. So yeah, so she's the absolute opposite in threat. So yeah, defend her. I stand with her. I'm defending her. No, you come to me. You come to me, guys. I've got a talk show. In fact, I'm gonna go talk to a guy today. If you look at my YouTube page on the Troll Warfare pirate broadcast, there's a guy named Gavin McAfee or something. Gavin McAfee, who like I had a hours-long discussion with him on Facebook, trying to talk to him about like what's going down, and at the end he didn't even listen to me, and he threw up a bunch of image macros that are just lies. There's like a folder of like propaganda that just doled out. So he jammed the airwaves. Or the signal, so that there was no more. He jammed it. So, you know, whatever. I blocked him, and it's over. But then he followed me to from Facebook. He followed me over to YouTube, and so I challenged him. And he's like, "Unblock me." I'm like, "No, you just want to spam me with your stupid stuff. So if you want to talk to me, come on my show. Let's talk about it." And he said, "Oh, okay, but 8 o'clock is too early. I have to do it at 10. I'm like, "Okay, well, we'll see at 10. But because I think he's a fascist, I don't think he's going to show up at 10 or at 9:30 or whatever. I don't think he's going to show up because a fascist, their word means nothing, right? Their words mean nothing. Their words, yeah, nothing. Whatever they say means nothing. The only thing they care about is power. That's why he wanted on my Facebook, right? He didn't want to go on my Facebook to talk to me. He wanted to go on my Facebook to vandalize my stuff. That's why. He didn't want to talk to me. So I'm like, no. Come on my turf where if you can't vandalize anything. And if you do, well, I'll broadcast it and show everyone what a punk you are. So not that punks are bad, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. All right, so we have this. Come on, check this out. Whoa, go do work. So he is gonna drop that off up there. I'm gonna be over here digging. That's gonna go into that cart down there, and that's gonna go up to my item sorter, so I don't have to sort through it and dig through, and I'll let it take care of it for me. Then it'll come back down. And this will come back here, and can come back and fill it again when I'm ready. Okay, well, if Fox News can do that, that means if they can do that, and you can see it's working, and you can see the terror that it creates, so you know it works. That's empirical evidence. If it works that way, it also works the other way. So I don't do this broadcast to hurt people. My enemy, the thing I'm after, is the fascist, which doesn't even exist on this level. It uses humans. And if I can free the human, great. And if I can't, well, then get out of my way. But what I'm doing is I'm trying to help people see things, see the truth, or not even. Well, I don't own the truth, but what I see. And what I see, I think I have a pretty neat perspective on stuff. And so if you could see it from where I'm looking at it, then it'll make sense to you, so that you could adjust something in your life and maybe unlock more stuff for you. Like I don't know. But I don't do it to hurt. I want you to create art. I want you to make something beautiful, right? Something inside of you that doesn't exist out here yet. I want you to make it, because that is how. I mean, you can call it a superpower. I don't know. You can call it your talent. You can call it your craft. I don't know. But I want you to do it, because when you do that and you share it, you touch someone. It's real. It's real, right? It's real. You didn't just like rah rah rah. It's real. That thing is real, and it's beautiful because it came from you, and you made it beautiful. That's why you made it, because you saw this beautiful thing inside you, and then you made it, and you made it come out. And it may not be exactly what you saw, but you know, there it is, and you can do it again, right? Because it never ends. So that beauty of creation, when you share it with another person, you amplify it. You make it bigger. It's more than just 1 and 1 equals 2. It's 1 and 1 equals 3. And the more you add to it, the bigger it gets. It becomes a huge ball of love, and it starts rolling. And where it goes, who knows what will happen. You ever play that game on the internet? Where you're a little blob, and you try to eat you have to like try to eat things that are smaller than you, and you have to avoid things that are bigger than you, because things that are bigger than you will eat you, and and things that are smaller than you can eat them to get bigger. I look at memes kind of this way, and when you look at memes, you got to remember those are the rough analog to genes, the biological genes. And genes themselves are what are genes? Genes, well, superficially, they're patterns of particularly arranged proteins. But more than that, they're information. It's information. So genes are information that gets expressed in the organism. Memes is information that gets expressed in the organism, because diametrically opposed ideas cannot be expressed simultaneously. You can't do it. You cannot express love and hate at the same time. I mean, I guess you could if you're creative, but I don't know. I guess there's a purification deals or something. But yeah. So like, yeah, and to make sure that what you're doing is the thing you think you're doing, you have to have vision. You have to be able to see what you're doing from many perspectives, not just your own. Because yeah, frame of reference. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Einstein, frame of reference is everything. I went and saw that well, to me new. To me it's a new movie, Captain Marvel. That was pretty cool. But I think what felt to me, it felt like too rushed. It felt super rushed. Because yeah, we were given all these flashbacks of her of I think her name was Jane. I don't remember. Captain Marvel's like life on Earth, but it all felt like not important because it was never fleshed out, never made real. And then even her life on Kree or whatever with the blue people, the blue blood people, even they wait, where was I going with that? Oh, yeah, even her life with them it seemed really rushed. Like you could really flesh out how that dude manipulated her into believing that she didn't have her full, into like that inhibitor thing on her neck, like flesh that out. How'd that get there? What does that do? Like, how does it work? Like, like you could see how deep they could go with the manipulation. And that last scene when they confront each other for the last time, well, in the movie before he, you can see, yeah, like the manipulation going on. Like, what kind of gaslighting could they do? Right? I just figured that out. Gaslighting. It was all gaslighting. The whole thing was gaslighting. Wow. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Ooh, that's weird. That's weird to think about. A film about being gaslit. Oh, jeez, that's what. I love it. I love it. I love it. Go see Captain Marvel. Of course, you know what? I don't know. Am I promoting like an evil corporation? Stupid capitalism. I don't know. Anyways, what I want you to do is amplify love. Because it goes both ways, right? They're doing it big time, they hate. But you gotta amplify the love. But you gotta defend yourself too. Don't let them just beat you up. Yeah, unlock higher. There's more. Trust me, there's so much more. Unlock it. Time is it? 8:30. All right, so okay. So yeah, I had over the weekend some local, I don't know, people, Second Amendment. Well, actually, I don't know. I think they're kind of like a hate group because it was like Antifa hate group is what they are. So if they hate Antifa, it's likely they're fascists, right? That's kind of the definition of I mean, Antifa is anti-fascist. So the only people that would hate the anti-fascists would be fascists. So a bunch of fascists found a post that equated white supremacy, fascism, with pro-Second Amendment feelings. Like, if you're a pro-Second Amendment guy, chances are you're a white supremacist. And I'm sure, and that I created a tiny little storm. It was great. It was great. I had a lot of fun. And they spread my post pretty far, so that was nice. That's good. But I talked about, guns, how guns kill people, and that's about all they do. I talked about white supremacy, how it has infiltrated gun culture, because gun culture is based on fear. I got a private message from some dude, I forgot his name, who was trying to tell me, you ever shot a machine gun? And I'm like, no, why do you ask? And he didn't answer me. He just said, if you ever get the chance to, in the military or the gun range, shoot a machine gun. And I'm like, yeah, okay, so I'll use my mind to imagine. Well, you hold a big, fat, hard piece of metal in your hands, long, hard metal barrel, aim it down. You see your target that you don't want to be there, and you press a button. And then raw power courses through your hands as the gun kicks back on its pivot. And you're like, raw, and I struggle to push it back forward. It's deafening, even through the ear protection. I'm feeling the thud of each hammer, boom, 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 the machine hammer, because it's a machine, right? Wow, it's like industry. Imagine the whole history of violence being compressed into a machine and being shot. Huge jagged shards of metal, like at blistering speeds that I think break the sound barrier, right? Because they create mini sonic booms. So, right, and then the thing that you want to destroy is obliterated, and the power. The dopamine of realizing feeling this, being connected to this history, because that's what this machine represents. It's the entire history of warfare condensed into a machine to kill humans. That's what it's about. It's totally wasteful. Holy crap! All that metal, all that machining, so wasteful, so much waste, so stupid. But man, you feel visceral power, and you destroy whatever's on the other side of that barrel. You destroy it. And so yeah, it feels real good. It's not gonna give me, it does not. I think all of America should be restricted, all private citizens should be restricted to bolt action rifles. Bolt action rifles. Sure, have your Second Amendment rights with a bolt action rifle. Not even pistols anymore. Well, maybe a pistol, I don't know. Do they do bolt action pistols? I guess if you're hunting, if you live up in the wilderness, you're going to need a little more firepower if you go out in the wilderness. So I guess you can make exceptions for stuff like that, but come on. Who needs an AR-15 in the woods to go hunting? Come on. Or when you're hiking. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go this way. I should go to the gold farm. So I was at the Saturday market. Salem Saturday Market. That's a great market. Man, what a great place. The food there is so good. I had a gyro this last time. It was really great. I eat too much though. That's the problem. I eat too much food and then I drink coffee. Bad idea. Bad idea. Stupid idea. What are you doing, Robert? Oh. Pogo kiddo. Ah, see? So many. So it should have been. That's all done. It's already It's already done its thing. Yeah, it's not there. Oh wow. Yeah, I gotta do something big with cobblestone soon. I got way too much. No dirt. A little andesite, a little diorite, a little granite, a bunch of gravel, some redstone, a little bit of coal, a bunch of crap, a bunch of stuff. Alright. Let's go fishing. So yeah, it might be nice to have a co-host to keep me talking about something, because I like, that's the nice thing about Minecraft. You can just space out and enjoy. And I'm going to, do I have my fishing rod with me? No. How can you not have your fishing rod? You must have your fishing rod. Fishing. No, my boat's over there. Alright. I want to be anarchy. I want more coffee. No. But I can't get coffee and travel at the same time. Okay. There's my tunnel. That took me so long to build. Okay, so here's the dilemma. My subscription to Realms is running out. Like, hardly anyone ever comes on when I'm not on, that I know of. So I don't know if I should continue buying Realms or just like run my own local server and stream like that, because there's no point. No one ever comes on. And if they do, I can just, you know, they can just, I can invite them to the game, be friends or whatever. And then it'll be a local server. It might be laggy for them, but I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. Someone's been here. Alright. So, okay. I was talking to someone on Twitter, and they were saying that you know, white people are you know, good white people are just overwhelmed with a bunch of stuff, and they don't really have time to ooh, that's a good idea, to use a vision potion. Ah, there we go. Let's fish. That white people don't have like the bandwidth to handle like issues of race right now. And I'm like, I think that's an education thing. They have to understand that let's see. How do you say this? I don't know. They've been conditioned to believe that minorities are taking from them. That there's a scarcity. That there's not enough. And so, because there's not enough, they have to like really compete, like survival island style, whatever, for these resources, limited resources. But we're like the richest country in the world, and we've been growing like every year. The wealth has been growing every single year, like non-stop, forever. Where's it all going? And I'll tell you, it's going to the top 1%. They have all the money, and they have, and it's a lot. And so if they give up just a fraction of their wealth, it would make a huge difference on our lives. It's that much, because they're taking that much. So they hardly have to give up anything to make a huge change in the way the world works. So they're not going to give it up lightly, or freely. They don't do it. They're not going to do it. That's why they put Donald Trump in power. Because remember, they're all of them are based on a concentration of power, which is manifested in oil. When really there's a lot of energy out there if we just change the way we think about things, and change the way we allocate resources. Because right now we allocate a lot of resources to hydrocarbons and hardly any to renewables and to other forms, not just renewables, but like I think molten salt nuclear reactors are the way to go. So we need to look into nuclear as well. I was a huge proponent of molten salt nuclear reactors. But I hear there's engineering concerns, like about valves operating at high temperatures. Like, how do you get a valve to work at 1100 degrees Celsius? And then how do you do maintenance on that while it's running? Because it gets real radioactive. It gets real dirty. I don't know if they solved that problem yet. Yeah, it's a bath of molten salts, or baths of radioactive salt. It's super radioactive. That's the point. I'm not dropping stuff, am I? Yeah. Make a little chest here or something. That name tag, yeah. Yeah, there's plenty. We have plenty. We have to distribute it better. Like, I can go back to medical terms, right? Okay. Here, look at it this way. Do you know about diabetes? Diabetes type 2. A problem with diabetes is that, like, you get this condition called neuropathy, where the blood doesn't flow down into your extremities. And when the blood doesn't flow into your extremities, then your extremities don't get the nutrients they need. And then the nerves in your extremities die. And when they die, that means that your hand becomes numb. It starts tingling, starts burning as the nerves die. They don't just die like gracefully. They go down screaming because they're starving to death. You basically starve the nerves. That's what's happening with neuropathy. So I look at it. I look at the American economy like this. The American economy has diabetes, and it was made worse with the sugar high that Trump did with the tax cuts, because that's the last thing you give as a diabetic, you know, is more sugar to mess up their stuff even more. I mean, maybe, right? Maybe if they're hypoglycemic, but America's not hypoglycemic. The problem is that none of the benefits are going down. Like they're not reaching the gains in productivity are not reaching all the way down to the bottom. The bottom's getting abandoned, and so the bottom starts dying off, and it hurts real bad when that happens, because that's how you feel. Right? That's your people. That's people. That's you. Dude, that's you that's dying. That's not just your extremities. That's you. So, yeah. So, when you look at politicians who are campaigning to be the next president or whatever, or any position of power, you want to make sure that they're addressing the fact that these extremities aren't getting the blood they need. And that causes neuropathy. So why are our poor communities not getting the support they need? Why do poor people not get enough support? Why do they have to, like, why isn't there free daycare for them if we want poor people to work, like in Kentucky, where they want to do their work for welfare program, or is it Medicaid? Yeah, work to prove you're disabled, like, to get disabled benefits. That's so stupid. Yeah, that's a Confederate idea. That's a Confederate state. Holy crap! Wow. So yeah. What else is going on I can talk about? I mean, Trump is just acting stupid now. He's telling people to break the law, and if you break the law, don't worry about it, I'll pardon you. That's a dictator. That's a tyrant. That's a tyrant. Trump is a tyrant. And a traitor. Look at that crevice over there. I want to go look at that. Night vision and water breathing. Chug, chug, chug. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Alright. Whee! Trump is a tyrant. He's doing things and getting away with it to test his power. And every time it happens, nothing happens to him, and so he does something worse. Drop a trident. No. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. There's the crevasse. The grand crevasse. Oh, look out, dolphin. Dude, I'm like fighting for my life. Fighting for my life down in the caves. Grab my cod and run away to face the drowned and grab the gold. Leave the rotted flesh. And it's okay. Even little zombie kids have to die. every day. Even zombie kids have to die. Oh, yeah, it goes. Does it go all the way through? No. Why doesn't you go all the way through? Oh, I can't even dig fast. Come on. Oh, air pocket. All right. Gold. Wee. All right, nothing here. I mean, yeah. Getting out, getting out. Diving, deep diving. Ooh, trident, that's what I want. There we go. Now I gotcha. Oh, it's almost broken. It's okay, I don't, you know, it's alright. I got you now. What's up? Oh, there's no trident. Yeah, because this one's gonna break. Get him, get him, get him, get him! Punk? Oh, I missed. Here, get the trident up there. Where'd it go? There it is. Take you out, my sword. For the gold! Ah, I got you. I got you! Oh, and there's my other trident. Now I've got two! Okay. What time is it? Okay, 9 o'clock. So at 9:30, I need to post the Discord link on my YouTube page for this guy, this Nazi, who's not going to show up because his word means nothing. But to show that my word means something, I have to do it. I don't have to do it, but I'm going to. Hee ho 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 ha ha ha. Hee ho 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 ha ha ha. All right. Let's take this awesome. This tunnel. This tunnel is awesome. Yeah, I don't build things underwater because I don't really come here very often, but it's ready if anyone wants to. Yeah, I build the infrastructure. Let me check Twitter real quick to see if I should say anything else going on that I need to talk about. Impeach Trump, like right now. Propaganda, resist propaganda. Fascists are trying to take over your mind, don't let them. They'll come at you and repeat things over and over again. Don't let them. Just shut them down. They're spouting lies. Shut them down. Yeah. They are. The world they're trying to. The world that the rich want to make is one of scarcity. Because they control it. When scarcity, artificial scarcity is a form of control. And we have no scarcity. We just have a problem with distribution. Because it's all being hoarded at the top right now. And if we really realized our potential as a species, we'd be awesome. Like, I'm ready to go checking out the stars. I'm all about that. But we can't do that until we can, like, if we can't even keep ourselves alive on a planet, how are we gonna do it in a spaceship? Right? All right. I'm gonna take a break, and I don't know. I think this will be it. But I will be back. Maybe there might be a pirate episode at 10 o'clock if dude comes through. If this Gavin McAfee dude comes through, then that'll be an interesting pirate broadcast at 10. So maybe see you, maybe not. All right. But I mean, I'll see you, for sure next time. All right, America and democracies all around the world. Peace. Pogo Kiddo out. Where's the stop string?